It's real racial out here in the pen system.
It's a strong racial card. Again, like I said, in some things it is racial, and some things it's just the way it is.
You see so much racism, all that shit, it give you a whole different outlook.
You see a lot of different cliques, prejudice cliques here and there.
Jamaicans might be together, the Italians might be together.
The blacks with the blacks, the whites with the whites. You gotta take a side when you're in there. You're not gonna just go fit in with the Mexicans. You're not gonna just go fit in with the whites.
They don't even house Mexicans and blacks in the same dorm. You can't. Someone will die. What happened with me, I got transferred to different dorms, and then it would be, my name is John Martinez. So that's a common, it's Juan Martinez on my, I was born in Spain. So they just look at the tag and they just house you with anybody. So they housed me with all Mexicans. And I'm a black man, obviously, you know what I mean? So they're like, hey, Holmes, what are you doing in here, I'm the only black guy in the whole damn dorm. It's all Mexican. They don't know why I'm there. So I got transferred in one of those dorms and I quickly got transferred out. Like, I went to the sheriff like, hey, someone had already threatened me. So he was like, okay, I don't know how this happened. I said, this is how it happened. Martinez, now can you get me out of here?
Say if I'm a Mexican, I come out hating blacks. A black person will come out of there hating Mexicans. That shit could fuck you up mentally. You know what I'm saying? It could build hatred.
There's some people that have just never experienced that. It doesn't matter when the age that you finally experience racism, but when it does hit you, then it hurts. It makes you angry.
I don't know what they could do to make you right, but, it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? There's so much crooked shit, and that shit come from the pen to the streets. That's what's so cool about that.
The Lynch Mob seemed to have it all. After appearing on Ice Cube's America's Most Wanted album, Cube executive produced their debut release, Gorillas in the Mist, in 1992. With strong gang ties, two of the members of the group have seen more than their fair share of prison cells. While J.D. would face his harshest case during the height of the Lynch Mob's success, Shorty did most of his time long before entering the rap game.
I was a gangbanger, West Los Angeles, gangbang. I started gangbanging at 10. My first time going to jail was 12 years old. And shit, at that point, it was all downhill from that point, man. A lot of people are forced to gangbang. A lot of people are made to gangbang. I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like a kid in the candy store. I wanted to experience every aspect of what gangbang brings. What I go to jail for is really, we just on the block getting fucked up, drunk and high and whatnot, smoking weed. Just so happened, instead of a smoker pull up, it's the police, undercover. She pull up and she asked for a 2-0, which is basically a 20-piece of rock. But at the time, that wasn't the language to use in the streets. And I said, you the police? She's like, no, I'm telling you I'm not the police. I said, if you're not the police, then give me your money. She's like, nah, you might try to take my money, right? I said, lady, if I want to take your money, and I swung my jacket open like this, I said at least had to be at least a good 20 police cars hit that block. Woo, woo. We run. We get caught. Sure enough, they take us to jail. They charged me with dope, but they couldn't find the dope, so they made it into a robbery, being basically that was my whole history. Of course, they sent us to the county jail, put us inside the Crip module. It's called 4800. This is where they house all the Crips in Los Angeles when they go to jail. My first time going there, that shit was fun because, again, it's like I'm 18 years old. You hear about the Crip module and this and that and that and that, and how you motherfuckers get raped. And I seen brothers get raped. I seen motherfuckers do the shit that you can't even fathom that would go on in jail. I seen a brother take a broomstick and fuck the dude through the fucking bars. Made him pull his ass up on the bars and jammed his ass with a fucking broomstick, man. Anyone that can survive that can survive any prison known to man, in my eyesight. So me experiencing that, I'm like, shit, I'm ready now to go to the pen. It gave me time to reflect. Shit, dude, being in your cell, shit, damn near 24 hours, man. Of course, you got a lot to reflect on. But You know, I mean, I was still me. I mean, I was still an active gangbanger, you know, who didn't give a shit about nothing, just ride or die with me. But I told myself, and I made a pact with God, that I'm not gonna get out and be the aggressor. I truly believe, man, that if I didn't go to jail, I'd be dead, man. I know that, either dead or in prison for the rest of my life. When I got out, bro, that's when everything just kicked up. JD, at the time, you know, was dealing with Cube, and that's basically how I came into the whole fold.
Even before Shorty was released from prison, his longtime friend, JD, had established a working relationship and friendship with rapper Ice Cube. Eventually, the forces that would become the foundation of the Lynch Mob would fall into place.
Lynch Mob was something that I really was dreaming about doing for a long, long time, ever since I heard Run DMC spit.
JD was so cold with the mic, man. I mean, the boy would freestyle your ass till you go to sleep. When I got out in '89 and he come by, he tell me that, you know, he just connected with this dude named Ice Cube.
When he got out of Corcoran State Prison, the first thing I did was introduce him to Ice Cube. He Shorty's whole life changed.
Cube asked me straight out, you know, you wanna come on tour with us? But I'm on parole, you know, I'm not supposed to go 50 fucking miles out of my radius, right? But I just said, yeah, you know, like, fuck it. In them 3 weeks, I got my discharge card from prison saying I'm off parole. So I'm like, shit, it was like hand in glove.
With a successful debut album, things were going great until one night at a party JD was attending.
I ended up getting into a fight, but the fight ended as soon as it started. It was like really, really quick.
He should have just left. He just went home, man. But he come back to the party, get into a whoop.
The brothers ended up coming back to that same location, man, and shot the party up real bad.
After the smoke cleared, one partygoer was dead.
79 shell cases found in the streets from 13 different weapons. J.D. Cooper didn't have a partial print on shit. Ain't no gunshot residue on my clothes or hands. They knew that it wasn't me, but they just kept asking me to snitch.
Being that JD got a background of gangbanging, that's our background. They wanted JD to tell, you know, which that goes against our code.
I found out who it was, but I wasn't gonna do no snitching.
Your family can be dealt with behind some shit like that.
My daughters were out there. My mother was out there. And I wasn't gonna jeopardize their lives to save my own life.
Although there was no physical evidence linking JD to the crime, he was fighting a losing battle in court. And he didn't receive much financial and emotional support from the other members of the Lynch Mob.
Everybody wanted to know one thing, and that's, the Cube still look out for you?
All the time he was in there fighting his case, we thinking Cube is the lawyer thing. That wasn't the case.
The Lynch Mob knew this wasn't my murder, and they did nothing. Did these motherfuckers really love me like I loved them? That's a question I wrestle with every day.
JD was accused and found guilty of murder and has been serving time since 1993.
It ain't been pleasant, man. I've been in like 7 different level 4 prisons, all maximum security. The only thing that gets harder is just watching my daughters grow up without physically having me there. I missed a couple of graduations, and I'm probably going to miss my youngest daughter's high school graduation. And that's the shit that brings tears to my eyes. That's the shit that kind of like had me fired up like, man, nobody got to pay for this shit.
You know, I mean, everything happened for a reason. You know, I hate that my brother's, you know, doing all that time like that, man. But again, like me, prison saved my life. Now, I do believe it. Knowing JD would be dead. I'm happy talking to him through the phone, you know, than going to his gravesite, talking to him like that.
I still love them dudes. You know, Shorty ain't never done shit for me. T-Bone ain't never done shit for me. They ain't never came to visit me. But one thing I can say about Ice Cube, he showed me how to feed my family legal. So that's something I could never hold against him, and I could never really hold a grudge against Cube. I just wonder why, you know, the loyalty that I exhibited, why I couldn't get some of that loyalty in return, because I love them niggas. I swear to God I love them niggas. Like they was my own flesh and blood, like it was a gang we was claiming or something.